Uh-oh, do you know what we're playing today? Today we are playing dun, dun, dun. Today we are playing, what's it called? Oh, Sammy's not using this. Oh.
Whilst Fred Egan had an argument, the manager of the factory, he found the body about half an hour later. So I've gone from dodgy factory to dodgy factory manager, killing the foreman. The Mosk was extorting money from the workers. Who told you? That's my Gorski. So you're talking to potential suspects now, are we? No, he came to me and now I'm telling you. How's the report going? Riot. It's the time we can reopen this bloody factory and get off my back.
Okay, I guess he's not working. Oh, this looks like a fun game. Oh, okay.
Jose and some of your Cheetos, okay?
Okay. Yeah, we got him here for all of us.
I trust you're not going to hit me with that. Find it here.
You know, he said Moscow was hit from behind. Or is something reasonably heavy?
Yes.
Could be anything.
Well, we're looking for something slightly curved with a blunt D-shaped edge. Is there blood on any of these?
Nah. I can't stop seeing things.
Best not to dwell on that, Danny.
Oh, yeah, how do you do that?
Try whiskey. Now, Oscar fell. His hand went in the machine. The hand is severed. He reels back, collapses on the floor, and dies. Danny, come right behind me for a moment. Just go through the motions of hitting me in the back of the head with a spanner, would you?
Reckon the boss will put his hand up for this one?
Yes, I think he probably would. Now, Oscar would have been quite close to the machine.
Right.
He's hit. He stumbles forward. He puts his hand up to break his fall. Momentum carried him onto the machine. And it's all over. What do you think?
Sounds pretty good to me.
So it takes someone to die for a doctor to finally do his job.
I've spoken to the owner about safety, Mrs. Kroll.
Wonderful. Keep talking.
Look, everyone's laid off today. Why are you here?
They pay me extra to clean. What about you?
Most of the workforce had gone home when Mosca died. Who was still here?
You want to see the time cards?
Yes. Thank you. Mrs. Kroll, I can see... Look, 3 people haven't clocked off.
Most people had gone. Once you walk out, you can't come back in.
Well, I see you were still here. How did you get on with Mosca?
I hated him, and I'm glad he's dead. Next question.
Alright. Miroslav Borsky.
Miroslav. He's a gentleman.
And what was he doing when Mr. Egan found Mosca's body?
He was fixing things.
What was he fixing?
He fixes everything.
Of course he does. And, Mr. Egan, who argued with Mosca yesterday, didn't he? Do you know what that was about?
Who cares? When 2 spiders fight, you hope both of them die.
Can't argue with that, Danny.
I'm manager. He was the foreman. You have your disagreements and then you get on with it.
This was more than just a disagreement, wasn't it?
You know what it's like with these migrants.
Half an hour later, Mosca was dead.
I saw you and the boss going at each other yesterday. Doesn't mean you're going to turn around and kill him, does it? What are you doing?
Mosca was extorting money from these people. Did you know that?
Who told you that?
Did you know
I disagreed with the way Moscow was running his workers, so I had a go at it. That's it.
Right. Thanks for your time, Mr. Egan. Dan.
What a bloody awful place.
Oh, I have to agree with you there, Daddy.
What do you reckon? No, she yours. Be the same. 1941, ex-military. You get her up to about 80.
She's an absolute beauty.
Isn't she? You fixed that bloody push like for that?
Yes.
Hey, Doc. That Egan's dodgy.
Not wrong there, Daddy.
I don't normally tenderize the roast quite like that.
Really? That's a very different indentation. That and the bruising would be all wrong.
That's a perfectly good side of pork.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
Look, whoever killed Mosca hit him in the back of the head with a blunt object, probably a tool, and it left a very particular wound, sort of a shallow V shape.
I'm not sure about the hygiene of all this, Lucy.
Oh, of course. Bloody hell. Alarms. It's a footwear factory. They're everywhere. Yes, roast would be lovely.
Right. I'll pop it on when I get home from rehearsal.
Very good.
Oh, I'll get it. Jane. Mrs. McDonald. How are you? I'm very well. And you?
Fine, thank you. Is the doctor in?
Joy! I wish I'd known you were coming. How are you?
I'm absolutely bloody furious, if you don't mind my saying so.
All right. Why don't you come through?
You ring me with a tip-off on a workplace accident, only now we find out it was murder. My editor had kittens.
Yes, and so did I.
At least you still got a job.
Oh, Joy, I'm sorry.
Tineman's a personal friend of several Herald board members. They carpeted my editor, who carpeted me.
Bloody time. Listen. Do you think they'd forgive you if you came up with something really juicy?
Like what?
There's more to this murder than I first thought.
Seriously?
Yes. Could make for a very interesting story.
Is it still your oppressed migrants?
Yes, it is.
You're incorrigible.
Patrick. Right. Mrs. Tyneman.
That's right.
Dr. Lucien Blake. Your reputation as a thespian precedes you.
Thank you.
Patrick, look, I said some things yesterday. In haste, I take full responsibility. My fault entirely. I'm revising my report, and it will show that Mr. Mosca's death was in fact murder, and not an industrial accident. I'm also recommending that the factory reopen immediately. The other accidents were your fault. Don't push it. Are you sleeping with his journals?
Patrick.
It's quite all right, Mrs. Timely. No, but I'd like to.
Give my regards to Mrs. Beasley. She's a very fine supporting player.
Oh, Mrs. Beasley's a star. Says.
Your strategy needs work, Doctor.
Check. Yes. So everyone keeps telling me. This argument you witnessed before Mosca died, you thought it was about money?
Well, I couldn't really hear it.
Did you know about the extortion?
He's the manager. He's all over everything. So the fight was probably about his share, yes? The Jackal drags off the Vulture. Clara chronicles some spiders. Clara, Romana, me. We arrived with nothing, so we take care of each other.
You cannot shoot.
To your family now. We do what we can. Check your legs. Yeah. Cheers, cheers. Next time, Eddie. Next time. Yes, yes. It's always the next time. Thank you, Lucy. My friend, do you think Egan could have killed Moscow? Well, he was at the right place at the right time. Maddie, what are you up to?
I'm so sorry. I was doing some research on syphilis.
Oh, goodness, I am sorry.
No, not for me. For Romana Novak.
Yes, yes, of course.
She has a rash I can't seem to treat. And other symptoms.
Shakers? Flu-like symptoms?
Yes,
And you suspect syphilis?
I think so. Yes. No. Look, I know you're embarrassed. No, nothing. Romana, you could have syphilis. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
What do you know about shame? You and your pretty little uniform.
Oh, come on, this is serious.
I come to you, and then you go and say I am sleeping around. What would you know about my life?
I know you need treatment, okay?
Just leave me alone, both of you.
I made a mess of that.
No. You could have said anything, Maddie. It wouldn't have made any difference.
You want to explain to me why there's a motorbike parked out in front of the station?
Yeah, that's mine.
You'll be pushing it home tonight unless you bought a change of clothes. So? Well, it's not police issue. So you don't ride it while in uniform.
Oh no, I thought I could use it instead of my pushing. So it goes a hell of a lot faster.
Think again. But sir, I've only just picked uniform, push bike. Civvies, motorbike. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sorry?
Yes, sir.
What kind of a doctor are you?
Mrs. Kroll.
You and that child of a nurse accused Romana of having a sexual disease. You leave her alone.
Romana has syphilis.
Romana has a rash on her hands, that's it. Like half the women in the factory.
How many?
I don't know.